Hello and welcome to Cornish Walking Trails. Today I'm here on Maenporth Beach. I'm here on Maenporth Beach. It's World Ocean Day, the 8th of June, and I'm here to join a beach clean. I think I'm one of the first to arrive at the moment. I'm going to find out a bit more about what's going on a bit later, and maybe ask some of the group what they hope to achieve, whether things have changed since our last beach clean that we did a few years ago. No Andrew today, he's at work. As you can see, it is a stunning beach here on the south coast of Cornwall, and not far from Falmouth. The coast path winds its way along the cliff top there and around the corner to Maenporth Beach and Falmouth. The view gives you St Anthony Lighthouse in the distance there on the Roseland. Before everybody gets here, let's have a little quick look at the beach, see if we can see any obvious signs of plastic pollution. I will admit that I do not have a trained eye for plastic. No, that's a stone. Lots of pebbles, so I can't see anything at the moment. Maybe that's some fishing wire. No, it's a dog hair. Gosh. So to me this beach doesn't look dirty, so I wonder what it is hiding. I'm sure there's an expert that will be able to explain it to me later. Is that plastic? Or is that seaweed? In the past I have found sea glass on this beach, which to me is a little bit of a treasure, and I can turn it into something pretty. I can't even see any of that here today. My first piece of treasure. My eye isn't trained to find plastic. It's better at finding sea glass. So it'll be interesting today whether I can retrain my eye and pick up some plastics and help the cause. Depending on how much we gather, does that indicate how successful these beach cleans are? The message, is it getting through? Are people taking their plastic home, avoiding purchasing plastic? At the end of the day, we'll have a look, see how much has been gathered. Today's meetup is being organised by Carol at One Bag Beach Clean, and they are regularly down here cleaning this beach. I can see the ladies now. Carol's over there with her flag. One Bag Beach Clean. Let's go and join her. Falmouth and Halford Marine Protected Area. And what's your logo? It's the logo on your back as well there, Carol. There's your logo, One Bag Beach Clean.
And plastic-free Halford River.
Yes.
Yeah.
Wow. You're brilliant organising all this today.
Oh, thanks. I know. Well, I have got help because we've got Grace from the Seal Sanctuary.
Yes.
And also plastic-free Falmouth and plastic-free Halford River.
Yeah.
So it's a big collab today. But it is World Oceans Day.
So how does that come about? What is that? Do you...
World Oceans Day, it's June the 8th, and it's people all around the world.
Yeah.
Quite often there'll be quite a few events advertised. So there might be it won't be beach clean necessarily, it could be snorkeling, or there might be a sailing thing. But it is all about protecting the ocean, looking after the ocean.
Across the world something might be going on
World
today.
Oceans Day.
Wow.
So if you have a little look later on, I'm sure on Instagram, if you hashtag World Oceans Day, I'm sure some things will come up.
Oh, brilliant. Well, we'll check that out. So we're going to go off and try and fill a bucket full of
that'd be great. Thank you.
The Cornish Seal Sanctuary has helped make today's beach clean happen, and as a thank you, they have given everybody here today free admission to the Seal Sanctuary. Hello, are you Tessa? Hello, Tessa. Pleased to meet you. I'd shake your hand, but I'm a bit...
That's okay, no worries.
What do you do? What's your role?
So I'm the Environmental Education and Enforcement Officer for Falmouth Town Council. It's a very long title.
It is.
But basically I look after anything environmental going on in Falmouth. So whether that's on our beaches, our greens, our parks, our towns, our conurbations, we're out and about really, advising people people, correcting behaviours, spreading the message, you know, pick up your litter, you know, follow the dog restrictions on the beaches, all those vital messages. And we do work alongside, we're accredited by Devon and Cornwall Police, so it means we have low-lying policing powers, so we can obtain people's details. If we ask you, you have to give us your details. We can issue fixed penalty fines for things like littering, dog fouling, and social behaviour, graffiti, all those kind of low-lying things, which really do ruin our experience within our environment and make it look very untidy. So our message is, you know, we want to keep Falmouth safe, clean and beautiful for everybody to enjoy.
If you wanted to join a beach clean, Carol organises it through her social media. One bag beach clean. You get a litter picker, gloves and a bucket and a lovely group to clean the beach with. So I'm now going to start having a look to see if I can spot any plastics. Oh, that's not plastic. That is a piece of sea glass. Huge piece. Okay, I think I'm now getting my eye in. So that looks like a bit of fishing net. So that's seaweed. It's a tiny, tiny green bit there. Are you skilled enough to pick that up with your litter picker? Oh my goodness me. Well done.
They will.
That's impressive. Is that plastic? That blue bit there? It's fishing line, isn't it?
It is fishing line, yes.
Yes.
It
Gosh.
is.
Oh.
Put it in there.
Oh, I get another bit of plastic. So, car parks, notorious places for litter?
Yes, but you find all sorts of rubbish. When we did the beach clean about 3 or 4 weeks ago, we just found a carrier bag actually full of takeaway cartons and everything, and they just hung it from the tree.
I can't pick it up one-handed. I'm terrible. I'm leaving it all to you. I feel bad.
Okay. We do regular clean-ups, but you get sometimes in the summer you will get people that are perhaps barbecues or parties, and you end up with loads of bottles and cans and things.
Yeah.
I think people are getting more educated, to be honest.
Do you think it's working?
Yeah. Oh, definitely. Well,
Yeah.
I definitely, because obviously Carol does one bag beach clean, and her patch is really sort of from here all the way up to past Durgan Beach as well, and so there's also lots of volunteers out.
So I've noticed that there are now products that you can actually buy with all this plastic that's harvested and collected from beaches. So made from ghost fishing nets. What do you make of that? Do you think that's a good thing, or?
I think it's definitely, if you can't recycle it, I mean, you've got to recycle it, hopefully.
Yeah.
That's the first port of call, isn't it?
Yeah.
In the first bit. So if it can be recycled, either at source or it can be made into something else, like
Then it's
Clean Ocean Sailing. I think they take all the big stuff up to somewhere in Newquay, and that gets made into kayaks as well.
Oh wow!
Yeah, so that's good. And there's another company, I can't remember them, they make it all into placemats, all sorts of things as well.
Okay. And I have noticed the placemats actually when you said that. They're at Treba?
Yes, that's correct. Yeah, they are as well. Yeah. So it's good to see that things are being recycled.
It is,
like
isn't
that
it?
As well.
So at least it gets a second lease of life.
Absolutely, yes, it does.
I'm glad it's having an impact. We visited Eden recently, and they are highlighting the problem with plastics in the Mediterranean Sea. Thousands of turtles rely on Mediterranean beaches for nesting. Turtles can get entangled in plastic fishing nets, and they eat plastic fragments for food. So they're talking about the coastal Mediterranean. I'm surprised they haven't linked it back to us in Cornwall. It's one thing that the Eden doesn't do very well. It's one thing that the Eden project maybe misses on, is the relating it back to Cornwall, because we have our own issues here with ecology, especially of plastics in the sea and on our beaches, so they could really impact locally more. One of the questions on the survey that Eden asked me on the exit survey, the experience, was would I pay more for a product made with the plastics that have been gathered and harvested from beaches. For example, this picnic set, 2 chairs and a table, £450. Or some sunglasses at between £85 to £95. And I found that a difficult question to answer. What's your answer to that? Would you pay more? And I guess that the plastic that we gather here on the beaches is going to have to be processed. It's not as cheap as just getting a load of nurdles in from China or wherever they come from to make your product. It's also going to be contaminated and it's not going to be the right colour. So I guess that all contributes to the additional cost of an ethically sourced plastic product. So would you be prepared to pay more? It's a difficult one, isn't it?
I mean, when we first used to do it, we used to find things like cotton buds was one, but we don't find those now.
That's been a huge improvement, hasn't it?
Huge improvement. But what they have found is disposable vapes.
Oh, really?
Disposable vapes, and of course poo bags, dog poo bags.
Ah, yes.
Why don't people take it home? And you know, why do people hang it on trees?
Oh, look.
Could it be a poo bag? I don't know.
It's definitely a poo bag. Whether it contains poo, I don't know if I really want to find out.
No, absolutely. Yeah.
Is that seaweed or is that?
It's probably, it could be paper, I would think. We'll put it in anyway.
Yeah, get rid of it
If we
anyway.
are in doubt,
Pick it up.
we can put it in.
And what about the fishermen's nets? That was a problem, wasn't it?
It was a problem, and you sometimes get that. It seems to be seasonal though, depending on when the fishing
Winter time is worse, maybe?
It's the wind, but not as much as we used to.
That's good news, isn't it? So the fishermen are getting the message as well.
Well, hopefully, you just don't know, do you really?
No. Hello, can I ask, have you found anything interesting?
Yeah.
Oh, a bit of pipe.
Got a lot of debris, a bit of old, looks like old scaffolding.
It does, doesn't it?
And,
oh my goodness me, you really have put me to shame, haven't you? Look at mine and look at yours. Oh
I think we got down the beach a bit earlier than
oh, did you? Do you do this regularly?
Yes, we do, yeah.
Yeah? And do you know Carol quite well,
yes,
presumably?
That's right, yeah. Carol lives in our road, so...
oh,
yeah,
fantastic. So you
go on most of her beach
come and support her beach cleans. And
it's good.
do you enjoy doing it? Do you feel as though you're making a difference
it's
then?
worthwhile, and even if we don't find anything, that just shows that the beaches are clean.
Yeah, so it's having an impact.
Find clean beaches or clean them up.
Yeah. Oh, a tea bag. So with tea bags, I get really confused. Some of them say you can recycle them, put them in your compost, and then others don't seem to be as good at that. They seem to still have plastic in.
I think you're right. Some are good and some are not.
Yeah, yeah.
See whether Carol classes that tea bag as recyclable or not.
Oh, well, she's the lady to ask. I'll ask her later. Can I ask, have you found anything interesting? What's in your buckets today?
Well, my daughter's run off with the most interesting thing, which she's found an Allen key. We've discovered this is magnetic as well. So
oh,
yeah,
really?
It's pretty cool.
So it picks up
I think
metal.
one of the most common things we find is the microfilament netting.
Okay.
That's really, it's everywhere.
Yeah.
You can see that one, yeah,
Oh
has
gosh,
a lure
even
on
has
it and
little
everything.
beads and everything.
Yeah, and this rope, we find a lot of that on Maenporth for some reason. The really degraded rope, it's obviously been there quite a long time. Other than that, just general like a tent.
Rubbish.
Yeah.
Oh, I see. So it's probably by accident, some of it.
Yeah,
isn't
it is all accidental. Very, I would imagine very little of it is.
A few cigarette filters
deliberate.
and papers, that kind of thing. I suppose people down here at night having a
enjoying the view. Yes, what have you found?
It's everywhere on there.
So this looks like quite old plastic, doesn't it? Oh, and that's
Yeah, I think that was a ball.
newer. Oh yes, or the inside of a tennis ball maybe.
Don't think so. It's
No?
probably a toy, you know, because it would fit together.
Yeah.
Typically bits of rope, which
Yeah.
you know I just chucked off, and then odd bits of bottle
Plastic.
top. There's a bit of a clothes
Is there a
peg.
campsite near here then?
Sorry?
Is there a campsite near here? Is that how
Yeah,
on earth
there's
has that
one
managed to?
down that way.
Yeah.
Oh, but it could be from a yacht. You know, people hang the stuff on the lines. To dry. I don't know if that's a nurdle or a bead, but nurdles are, you know, plastic that's ground up really small, and the raw material for everything plastic.
Yeah. So, can anybody imagine trying to find nurdles, little tiny pieces of plastic in this? I think it would be so hard.
And containers get washed overboard, so there's quite a lot of nurdles.
And is that the stuff that potentially is harmful to our marine wildlife?
Well, it is, because if it stays there, it'll break down into microplastics, which get into the food. Well, they are in the food chain. And yeah, so plastic shouldn't really be in the sea. And bits of litter, which are just
You've done so much better than me.
There's not much. I mean, I've had quite a bit of fishing line in places, but none today, which is nice, because quite often you get hooks and lures on them, which aren't very nice. If
Not friendly to kids or dogs or us. Recently, we were absolutely shocked. Our house doesn't have mains drainage. We've got a septic tank, and the septic tank blocked, so the pipes were blocked. Yeah. Had to go out and we had to unblock it. Yes, that is a golf club he's using to hoik toilet roll out the drain. Inventive. It stinks. To cut a long story short, we discovered there's plastic in toilet tissue now.
In toilet tissue?
In toilet roll, yeah. Wow. So we've had to now buy special plastic-free toilet roll. Plastic in your toilet roll. Who knew?
I didn't know that.
No.
Can have a little bit. Oh, honestly, mercenary, aren't we?
Lots of full buckets. What have I managed to collect? Well, I've got a little bit in my bucket. I'm going to use the excuse that I've been filming everybody else, so. Did do quite well today.
I can see it's amazing. I can see you've got these little bits.
There's a tiny little bits
of fish bits left from fishing.
They seem to have caught my eye.
Yeah, and we do have we have little boxes now, so you can come if you see me and you like picking up things like this on the beach. You can come and find me, and I'll give you a stash your tackle tin. So you can put things like this in a little tin in your pocket, and then when you get home, you can either recycle them or dispose of them responsibility. And we've got little ones for cigarette butts as well. So.
Oh. Yeah, nice.
Yeah, but thank you for picking that up.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
You've had enough of you.
Thank
you.
Oh my gosh. Lots of buckets.
Put it back in there.
Okay. Oh, and there's a flip-flop. There's always a flip-flop, isn't there? So ladies, did you enjoy that?
We did.
Yeah? It's a nice way to wander around a beach, isn't it? And make a difference.
Very rewarding when you get sort of bucket full of things.
Hopefully we'll know how much at the end of the morning. Apparently they're waiting for the Coast Path group to come back. Yeah.
There's somebody else over there I can see.
Oh really? It's still going?
Still going.
Oh, heroic. So the beach clean is winding up. We're just waiting for a total on how much plastic's been collected this morning. But there's such a good turnout that everybody is so happy to be helping. It's lovely to see. And time for a well-earned cup of coffee whilst we wait for that total. Join us next week as we explore Eden to find out what it's like these days and what they have that's new. A big thank you to everybody that was happy to be on camera and chat through their thoughts about doing a beach clean. Is it still worthwhile? And yes, it seems to be working. The message is getting through. Plastic seems to be reducing on our beaches, which is a good thing. So the plastic weighed in at over 7 kilograms. With a bit of recycling going on as well, and that big metal bar weighed 3 kilograms. That can be recycled. It's a really successful day for the beach clean. The less there is, the happier they are in a way. Many thanks to Carol from One Bag Beach Clean for inviting me, and hope to see you soon. So from me, at Maenporth Beach, for now, bye bye.